At the end of this video, you're going to know 15 critical things you can't afford skipping over when closing on your new construction home. If you miss any of these things, it could end up costing you big in the long run, and odds are your builder isn't going to care. That's exactly why you should see builder reviews like this one. And like this one. It's not necessarily that the builder screwed these people over, it's more so that these people didn't check these 15 things. You're thrilled, and why wouldn't you be? It feels like you've been waiting forever, but finally you're about to close on your brand new construction home. Your builder rep calls you full of excitement saying we're all set for the final sign-off, ready for the final walkthrough of your house. But hold up, don't rush into it just yet. There are some very crucial things you need to verify before you close on your new construction home, or you might find yourself dealing with some costly issues like these.
Says their dream home has turned into a nightmare.
They're paying on a house they can't live in, can't sell, and can't finish.
These
was finished. In fact, the family moved in, and only after living here for a few weeks did they notice problems literally coming out of the woodwork.
Or even these.
It might be time for you to replace your tub spout diverter. The primary function of this is to stop the water.
In today's video, I'm going to walk you through the final checklist you absolutely need to go through before closing our new construction home. One of the big things happening is the surge in new construction homes, many of which are nearing completion. But remember, your home isn't officially ready to close until every item that needs fixing is addressed. It's right there in your contract. Let's dive into our top 15 must-check items for your final walkthrough. Number 1, oven. When you arrive, the first thing you should do is test the appliances. Start with the oven, turn it on, and wait for just a few moments. Feel the heat? Perfect. The oven is working? Check. Number 2, stove. Next, check the gas range. Make sure all the burners are lighting up. Click, click, click. If everything's igniting properly, that's another check on the list. In one of our recent walkthroughs, we discovered that the stove wasn't igniting properly. It wasn't the fault of the builder, but just a faulty stove. We caught it on time and we were able to get the stove replaced. Make sure to report any issues like these to your builder so they can be fixed before closing. Number 3, microwave. Bring along a cup of water and heat it up in the microwave for a couple of minutes. If it comes out hot, you're good to go. Microwave, check. Number 4, dishwasher. Run a cycle on the dishwasher. Make sure it's not leaking and all the buttons are working as they should. In another walkthrough, we actually noticed the dishwasher was dented. Even though this doesn't impact the immediate functionality, this may be an issue for the future. The builder agreed and replaced with a new dishwasher. Number 5, bath and showers proper draining. Don't forget to test the baths and showers. Ensure there are no leaks and the water drains properly, especially stand-up showers. If the water pools, you'll need to have the builder correct this before closing, or you could face costly repairs later. Number 6, caulking and seals. While you're in the bathroom, check the caulking around the tub and the countertops. Make sure grout lines are sealed to prevent mold, mildew, and leaks. And while you're at it, check all the toilets, make sure they flush properly. It sounds basic, but you'd be surprised at what gets overlooked. Number 7, exposed water lines. Peek into the attic to check for exposed water lines. In Texas, we occasionally get freezing temperatures, and you don't want to deal with burst pipes. Make sure all water lines are properly insulated. Number 8, thermostat. Test the thermostat. Ensure that both the AC and the heat are functioning correctly. Close the doors and windows and adjust the temperature. Listen for a familiar click and make sure you feel the change in temperature. Number 9, hot and cold water. Check every faucet in the house to ensure you have both hot and cold water flowing properly. Number 10, lights and fans. Test all the light switches, ceiling fans, outlets. It's a tedious task, but you'll thank yourself later for catching any electrical issues now. Number 11, windows. Ensure all windows open and close smoothly. Also check for window screens and make sure they're all in place. Number 12, drawers and cabinets. Inspect all drawers and cabinets. Ensure they open and close properly. The cabinet doors are lined and that no shelving is missing. Number 13, exterior doors. Check all exterior doors for proper sealing. If you see any light coming through, the weather stripping may need to be replaced. Poorly sealed doors can lead to higher utility bills. Number 14, irrigation system. Review the irrigation system with your builder. Make sure the sprinkler heads are set on the right schedule for the season. In Texas, you'll need to adjust the watering frequency depending on the weather. It's winter, spring, or summer. Number 15, gutters and downspouts. This is a big one that often gets overlooked. Many builders don't include gutters and downspouts in the standard features, so make sure yours are installed or plan to add them. Proper drainage is essential to avoid water damage, especially during heavy Texas rains. Here you'll see our cheat sheet that we're making available to you guys for absolutely free. This cheat sheet covers everything we spoke about. It's a one-page doc that's going to help you in the final walkthrough, also called as a blue tape walkthrough. Why is it called that? It's because the customer representative actually hands you a blue tape and you're going to place it in any and every item that still needs addressing. So you'll go through your checklist, you'll go to the oven. If you see any problem there, you take your blue tape, you put it there. Make a note also in the cheat sheet. You'll see there's a space where you can make a note, right? This is happening and what needs to be addressed. And also I would highly recommend taking pictures. It's very important like that. You'll have your note, but you also take a picture that's going to remind you exactly what needs to be addressed. Once you go through everything, just make sure, don't try not to skip any items. I know some of these items might be a little bit tedious, like the lights and fans, going through all these switches, but it's very important. Every item here is gonna save you in the long run. Like this, the builder will address everything that needs to be addressed. Even the customer representative might push you to maybe sign something, and I definitely recommend do not sign anything until each and every one of your items is addressed. Because if you sign something, it might also happen that the builder might not address these after your signing. So it's important to go to all the checklists, and you even have here a space where you can put a reminder. Maybe if the customer representative says that it's going to be done at a certain time, write your reminders there. But definitely go through everything. This checklist is going to save you so much money, and you're going to be grateful in the long run. That's my final walkthrough checklist. What do you look for during your final walkthrough? The more items we check off, the better protective we all are. Think of this checklist as taking the pulse of your new home before you move in. If you want a more in-depth inspection, I highly recommend hiring a third-party inspector who can spot things you might miss. Their report will give your builder a clear list of what needs to be fixed before closing. Remember, you should have at least 2 third-party inspections on a new construction build. 1 pre-drywall and 1 final inspection. A good builder will tell you the more eyes on the house, the better. And if you are considering moving to Texas or anywhere else, our team and I would love to be your go-to real estate resource. Even though we're based in Houston, we're able to provide a personal referral to many other cities, states, and countries. Feel free to email, call, or text us anytime. We would love to help. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.